So, Cary Hudson, welcome to Studio DBA. This is the Hunterman Hall's podcast and recording studio. And we would like to just chat with you a little bit and get a sense of what you've been up to and maybe kind of how you got here in terms of your music career. I know that you were influenced by Earl Burnside, which I love because, we're big Cedric fans here. And Bobby Rush played here not too long ago. And I'll give you a little insight on Bobby Rush. He, first of all, sat here when it was summer. So it was very hot, and we had to turn off the AC because of the sound. And every one of us, and I'm not a big sweating person, but I was pouring off sweat. Right. And he sat here in a sequins dinner jacket. Yeah. Not a bead of sweat on his face. And I said, "You're a true professional."
Right. He is a true professional. I was fortunate to get to play some shows with him. And just to be around him before he gets on stage as he's getting ready. He's always in character.
Yes, exactly. Just amazing. Yeah. Well, we sat here, we just started talking, and then he went into this long backstory about his life and his mother, and it was amazing. It's great to have legends like that. And tell me a little about you, because you were really kicking it in the 90s in that alt country moment of, when it was really kind of big. That's always been a genre that I loved. What's going on with it right now?
With the genre itself?
Yeah.
To be honest, Rachel, I'm a little bit out of touch with it.
Okay.
When Loya and I had Blue Mountain going on, and then we also had a group before that called the Hilltops that included her brother, John. And so that band, the Hilltops, lasted about 5 years, and Blue Mountain probably 12. So I'd been on the road about 18 years when my daughter was born. Wow. And at that point, I kind of shifted gears from becoming a nationally and internationally touring musician to a regional musician.
Okay.
I was tired.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I was tired.
It's a lot of work.
But now my daughter's grown, and I've just been thinking I need to get in the Americana Music Festival and find out what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They just had the Black Americana Festival in New Orleans. Sunny War played here, and then she went over there, and she was headlining over there. But I love all that. Valerie June, Sunny War, young singer-songwriter. Willie Nelson just covered one of her songs.
Oh, cool.
So I love that kind of that genre, that folk, Americana, country, alt country. So, I mean, I'm sure that there's lots of I'm sure you do.
No, I do. I mean, in retrospect, it's a scene. There were a lot of scenes during the 90s, and I'm proud to be a part of that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So how do you see, what's going on now? How you're ready to kind of get back in and get on it in the Americana scene? What are you doing? Are you writing songs? Or?
Yeah, I'm writing songs, and I've been working with my daughter, Anna. We're working on a project. It seems like a good time, like it's going to be a good time for Americana and folk music because I think it will be as a response to AI and as a response to...
ChatGPT.
Yeah, and the mechanization of everything. I think people will naturally look for something that's authentic.
Yes.
Not that that's not authentic, but it's...
No, it's not.
No, it's not. I don't know what that last thing I said.
Yeah, this is not. I mean, I'm a writer, Cary. So, right. So it's interesting to me that I have friends now who are not writers who are just like, well, I did this on ChatGPT and I just did AI. And I actually had a guy in my writing group do a song on AI. And it was a blues song and it sounded, wow. I mean, how is that possible? But there's just something in me that I would feel robbed if that's what I was putting out, and so I'm all about storytelling and I don't know how you can take away that human element. I don't know.
Well, they can try, and they're doing a good job. I've heard some AI songs recently that were in the pop country vein, and I couldn't tell the difference.
I know.
I was like, I can't tell
Right.
the difference. I think, I don't know quite
Yeah. No, I hear you.
what to say, except I guess my response to it is to search for it's like you're never going to be that perfect player, and you're never going to write that perfect Nashville song so just get deep into your unique individuality.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's a good. I like you. I heard that song that this guy showed me. He says, "Oh, I put in like blues. I put in like this era. I put in these types of lyric. This lyric. He did everything, and it sounded like a song that was on a blues album. So." I was like, wow. I mean, it was just so uncanny, but something about it felt so, I don't know, robbed of something.
Uncanny Valley.
Just uncanny that it was, it sounded so good, but maybe that's the thing. None of us are perfect. And certainly, we watched, speaking of Bobby Rush, him walk around the audience with a harmonica and a microphone. Yeah. And that man said 2 words the whole time for 20 minutes. G-string and toothbrush. And everybody in that audience, Cary, they were rapt. They were just like this. Okay, I'm sorry, but AI would never think to create that,
Right. It's too Bobby Rush.
Exactly.
And that's a good example of what I'm saying. But I don't know. I hold out hope that for artists like writers, painters, musicians, that we'll still have a job, because it's anybody would ask me for job advice, I would say don't do something that a computer can do.
Right.
Try to figure out something that a computer or a robot can't do.
Yeah.
I don't think a robot's ever going to write a great novel. I'll just say it.
I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know either.
Yeah.
I mean, all of my career, I was faced with the fact that a professional writer makes about 35 cents an hour, and dealing with people who all believe that they could write it themselves. So there was no novelty to my, my skill or my talent. So I don't know, if people are nowadays just, I would call ChatGPT, and it wrote this for me, and AI made a song for me, and all those kinds of things. But I think somewhere we're going to be able to know. We're going to be able to push in a little bit and see.
We'll see.
Exactly.
That's
more will be revealed.
I'm not going back. I'm not going back to school to learn another trade. So,
no. Yeah.
So hopefully, yeah.
Right. Well, so now you're going to get into the Americana scene. Does that mean getting on the road again? Is that what you're looking at?
Well, to some extent, I guess just kind of seeing what's out there a little bit, outside the region of Louisiana and Mississippi, because it's extremely easy for me to make a living in Mississippi and Louisiana. There's enough work. And when I was young, I was like, I wanted to see the world, and now I've seen quite a good bit of it. But I don't know. It seems like
maybe it's just being around other musicians who are in that world.
Yeah, I kind of
feeding off of them.
Yeah,
a little bit.
That's one thing I do miss is I did a tour through Mississippi with a friend from England, Dan Raza, this summer, and he's like, "Come over to London." I was like, "Yeah, maybe I'll go over to London."
Yeah. Well,
But one problem is, Rachel, is I enjoy being where I'm at so much. I'm from South Mississippi, and I've lived there in New Orleans the last 20 years. And it's just a great place to be.
I know.
That's the problem. Therein lies the problem.
Yeah, we're magic and tragic.
I've used those words in a rhyme about Mississippi.
Same here. No, I was leaving New Orleans, and I wanted to go somewhere, and I wound up in Bay St. Louis, and it's like, wow, an hour away. Big move. And
you lived in New Orleans?
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, but I feel the same way. I keep thinking of how I'm going to get out of here. And then when I think about getting out of here, I don't want to leave. And this one right over here, Jesse, who's recording this, he, I bought the hall from him, and he moved back to California. And then he came back. Every time you think you're out, they pull you back in.
South is that way.
Yeah, it is. It's
yeah,
its own
yeah.
special place, and honestly, it's where I feel most at home.
Yeah.
But I think musically, wouldn't it be nice to get some influence? It's like I don't know what Americana is going to be. I mean, like I said, I was quoting or citing Valerie June. I mean, her music is like almost like alien, like ethereal. So, everybody can find their own sort of way with it. And certainly it would be good to get away so you can get perspective on here and kind of keep writing about here.
That's true. That's how I ended up writing about Mississippi. I moved to Los Angeles.
Oh, good. Yeah, that will do
for
it.
a while. And I was like, then you see Mississippi and
you long for it.
You long for it, and you can see it better from a distance.
Absolutely,
And that got me interested in writing about it, and then into touring around.
Yeah, awesome.
But I love that we're sitting in this Airstream. Since you're from New Orleans, you'll know where the Cannery is in Mid-City.
Yeah.
So I lived in an Airstream. There's a building behind the Cannery.
Okay, you're talking about the can company, American
The can company. So
I lived there during Katrina.
Okay, yeah. So I lived on top of the building in the Airstream.
Wow. So you know Big John?
Do you know Big John? I know Big
okay.
John.
All right.
I knew Shoeless. I don't know if you knew Shoeless.
Anyway, were you there during Katrina?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. But you were on top of the American Can Company.
I was on top of the American in an Airstream, and
how did you get that?
Well, I had been living in different parts of New Orleans, and somehow, I mean, I'm a redneck. I found the only trailer park in town. What can I say? No, I was. I found out about the trailer park, and a friend and I bought an Airstream and redid it.
Oh, wow.
And so I lived in Mid-City.
Oh, that's
in a
awesome.
trailer on top of the can company.
I was living in San Francisco, but New Orleans was home, and I came home in May of 2005.
Yeah. And when was...
Katrina. It was August 2005.
Oh, my great timing.
Yeah,
huh?
it was really good timing.
Yeah.
That's why I still have a 415 area code. And I was at the American Can because I was redoing a house just down the street. So
up on the roof?
No, it was not on the roof.
Okay. Oh, in the apartment.
Yeah, I was in an apartment. Yeah.
Those look nice.
It was nice. I mean, it was like a storage unit and my bed. Like I had all boxes everywhere in my bed waiting to be able to move into a house, and it was, crazy, just crazy times. But we weathered it. Right.
Well, it was actually rough in Hattiesburg where I was at 100 miles north.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was rough there, but not like it was in New Orleans. But
or here.
That was the genesis of the trailer park was Katrina because they needed a dry place to put first responders and construction workers, et cetera. And so they built the trailer park on top of the roof.
That's amazing. That's fantastic. I remember when I was in I was in Shreveport for a while, and then I went to Arlington, Texas. That's the only place we could find a place to stay. And I remember shots of that whole area where, that helicopter came down right in that spit of land, on the neutral ground right across from American Can. Do you remember those sites?
The bayou,
Yes, yeah. So
is that a high ground?
It was. There was just like a spit of land right there, and the bayou was right there, but it just is where the helicopter could land. Oh, and John, he was this guy, he was this big guy, but there was lots of stuff that was going down, during Katrina, and so he was ex-Marine, and so he started like policing the whole area, and it was it was just
crazy.
It was crazy.
Yes,
crazy. We've been through a lot, huh? Katrina, pandemic,
right?
So much. Certainly, that's a lot to write about, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got enough to write about for. Yeah, I've had an interesting life, so
good.
Good. Plenty to write about.
Well, I appreciate you coming tonight.
Thank
Can't
you
wait
for
to
having
hear your
me,
band.
Rachel.
So great. And are y'all going to be doing any shows around here after this, or what you think?
Next week, let's see. This is the 22nd, I think. And
yes.
Next weekend, Our home base was Oxford, Mississippi.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
And we were there during the 90s, which was an amazing time. Junior Kimbrough's Juke Joint was happening then. Fat Possum was just getting started. Barry Hanna and Larry Brown were writing. But anyways, I digress. We're going to be in Oxford October 31st and November 1st at Proud Larry's.
Oh, awesome.
Blue Mountain, yeah.
Huh.
So
Okay,
kind
cool.
of a homecoming.
Yeah. All right, good. And anything else around here?
Well, I'm always doing stuff around playing in New Orleans and on the coast, but those are the only Blue Mountain shows on the books right now.
Okay.
We don't get together that often.
Yeah, well, it's good. I'm glad you're getting together here.
Yeah, me too. I mean, what an amazing place.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I really
thank you
appreciate
for
your
having
time,
me.
Cary.
You got it. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
All right.